Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. I've got my own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did. I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that jazz. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me. Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, man. Bart makes Ziggy Lou, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart Sadler.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
Bart eye bumpy horses. Hot there. Ziggy Bart take. Good city.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God! Then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Okay, I'm gonna go and rest my dog outside, and I'll be back in a few seconds. I'm sorry about that. Wait, I'm back.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Hampton swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Hops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone.
This troll is a riot.
Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons. Thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some pops antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Yep, Dandelion did this.
Hey, Bart.
I did
Got a
not
minute?
want to talk to this troll.
But no minute, God. But rocks, God. Rocks want?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good. Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. Yeah. But here. His.
The hissing. Where did it come from?
But his here in Love Tree.
What?
Where but turdy dump.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. His other. Not animal all that.
Right. So, like what?
Like rock?
A hissing rock. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got. Jorfun go. But God, now nothing.
Thanks for your help. So long.
Long. Long. Long.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic.
Hold on,
This was no
guys.
spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Sorry about the interruption. Like I said, I have a dog who doesn't like to listen.
Shouldn't go any further by taking that out of here. Must have been one powerful blast. Getting harder to breathe. I thought Witcher's potions were vile. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that. Definitely came through here. Granos. Of course. How long you gonna make me wait?
Okay, came through here already.
Dandelion's cohorts were either clumsy or in a big hurry. Another trinket. I thought Dijkstra hired. Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Widow too. Down in England, the Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise, Dranners will never stop congregating. There. Maybe now the Dranners will go feed elsewhere. Getting close. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'll be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Where's the gold coin?
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out when I can. Yet another shiny bauble. Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Found a second corpse. One of the thieves. Threw up the antidote, just like your Nan Fon's.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates, left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Guess I could be wrong. Smell was weak, barely detectable.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit, while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hatton keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I must.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in the knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing interesting. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Either way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty is beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Cook's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I've not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel. decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral, but I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel, you saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
I can't wait to kill him.
Things are generally tidy.
This armor is never here.
How is business? How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Ooh. Thank you.
Top-notch swords.
Show me what you have in stock. So long.
How is business? Oh, watch where you step.
Okay. This next part is going to be somewhat tricky, so I need to make sure I make the correct decisions.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
The Kingfisher Inn and proudly invites you to nightly performances by Priscilla Calaneta.
Footprints. silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer. A letter and a bottle. A wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres. .45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Stain. Wyvern oil.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How are you, man?
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here. Siri.
How's everybody's
Andy
morning?
is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Geralt and I had known the Doppler Dudu for years, from before the moment we had actually met him. In fact, you see, we first unwittingly talked to him when he was in Novigrad, impersonating another friend of mine, a halfling merchant named Dainty Beldevar. Dudu had assumed Dainty's form to use the merchant's network of contacts for some business endeavors of his own. Dainty was infuriated at first at his inability to locate the imposter who had inserted himself into his dealings, but when Dudu's investments began generating sizable returns, the halfling changed his tune. He took the Doppler on as a partner, introducing him to everyone as his cousin, Dudu. Ciri, Dudu, and I had all embroiled ourselves in quite the fiasco, but unlike me, the Doppler was not caught by the Temple Guard. And of course we had Ciri, favorite character ever. Here we go.
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine. You look after yourself, and I'll look after my interests.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist.
As in why?
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menger's been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menger spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menger will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menger's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Boars. Boars everywhere.
I want to look into something for a second, so I'm going to pause it real quick. I am back. Yeah. Whoops, I meant to meditate till midnight.
Glad you're here. Listen.
Yeah.
Took a look at the building, and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate,
Yeah.
armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Yeah.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Merigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No. Not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not...
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
True, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
Lay down now.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Merigold.
Merigold. Come in then. Well, well. Triss Merigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat, but the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good.
That was
Put her
funny.
in a cell.
Turn your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. With my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
We'll deal with the witches, and then we'll come for you, don't you worry. The eternal flame will burn our sins.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
You'll start with your pinky there. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Merigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
Sidarion.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming. This little piggy went home.
Kurt, please see why Miss Merigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'd be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Got a silver sword on my back. That not enough?
It proves nothing. Dopplers can change their bodies at will into materials that look and feel like silver as well. Materials that have none of silver's useful properties naturally.
See, you're an expert on Dopplers.
I'd expect a witcher of all things to understand the value of knowing one's enemy.
This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none.
Now, let us talk shop. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
No. No more.
Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
Hold on, I want to make sure that I play this right. This may be kind of cheating, but I played this game several times through without using this. It's just at this part here, I have forgotten which choice I need to choose to pretty much satisfy Dijkstra, because that's the only choice that I have not ever done throughout all of my playthroughs. So, let me see, it says here, stay calm and request an audience with Manga. In the Witcher later, you acknowledge regarding Philippa Eilhart's whereabouts. It's imperative that you don't attack Manga and his witch hunters if you wish to help Dijkstra attain his loot. If you manage to keep your cool, Dijkstra becomes available during main quest Brothers in Arms Novigrad page 2-44 to request help for the Battle of Kaer Morhen. So this is an important decision to make. Okay, so tripping up to save Triss. Whoa. Thank you. Okay, so you're led up to the central stairs of this outpost. Yada. Fine, take her, or fine, but no torturing, which raises the suspicion on a hunter. Answer callously with Axii level 2, so your cover isn't blown. Oh, I could have used Axii, damn it. Throughout this infiltration, you have numerous chances to save Triss and give the game away. But you're not here to provide information on the whereabouts of more sorceresses. Choose any conversation answer other than the ones listed here, and the witch hunters grow too suspicious. Your cover is blown, and an eradication plan must be completed instead. While Triss begins her torture, you're ordered to sit down with Manga. He offers you a drink. Interesting, the goblet is silver. He's making sure you're not a Doppler. Answer with why not. Manga shoos away Kurt, the witch hunter leader, and the conversation turns to testing you regarding the wine and goblet. You could elongate the conversation if you wish. Don't ask to release Triss. Answer with, your hunters are torturing Triss but haven't been paid. The muffled sounds of fingernail extraction can be heard as Mega tests your metal. Hold firm, he's impressed you turned in your lover. Answer with, would just do anything for gold, or Triss betrayed me first. This pushes the conversation forward more quickly. Be sure you listen for Triss biting the torturer, after which she's gagged. Manga is surprised at your callousness. Perhaps you could make a deal after all. He asks about Philippa. Make sure you don't choose. Be quiet, lady, and lay down. I'm looking for this treasure and instead answer with... Okay, he asks about Philippa. Make sure you don't choose. I'm looking for this treasure and instead answer with free my friend Dandelion. Manga refuses as he has a magnificent execution plan for him and hubris, yada yada yada. It's time to... This might not be enough, but should keep him off your backs for now. It's time to find a way out of this place. The quest path now emerges as you return to Dijkstra. Okay.
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion in Oxenford. A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders for the mores of the academic youth and townsfolk.
When's this morally instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person. Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then. So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first, let's see how Miss Marigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
He say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but... Trace.
Damn.
I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well, mostly fine. Should heal in time for my wedding.
Sorry. Should have gotten you out sooner.
Don't apologize. I knew what I was signing up for.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Manga said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle. Dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenford. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Manga gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Garrett. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never have agreed to help us. Even if I
know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe, for now. Though out of reach. We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable. And Menga's not likely to order his transfer. Or anyone's, for that matter.
Saw Manga burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us. Too late now.
So there's no way you could recover the note?
Sadly, no. I'm a sorceress, not a miracle worker.
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us. Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something's sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding solutions. I don't give up easily. But in this case, there's no hope. Not a shred. No one escapes the dungeons beneath the temple, and no one's ever been broken out.
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact. Shortly before you arrived. It almost cost me my life.
Menga's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes. Or someone who looks exactly like him.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now. Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right, we need to get out of here.
Alrighty, let's loot this place.
This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Thanks for your help, Geralt.
Don't mention it.
That should do it. I'm going. You should too.
Mm-hmm. Not about to use the teleport, though. See you, Triss.
nothing of value over here.
You there, Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere, and 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark, no scintillating joke.
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward.
Don't bother. I know what happened to Dandelion.
Then take my coin. I always pay my debts, even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Really?
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Timer's on my way.
Got things to do myself. So long.
Okay, I need to talk to Priscilla now. But I am gonna pause and warm up something real quick, and I'll be right back, guys.
White one. Take a gander.
understand you must feel the same about the rest of your organization. What do you mean by that? I'm talking about Omar Suarez. His garbage was recognized by my associate at lunch. Well, several years ago in New York. He was an informer for the police.
Let your ass down. Now.
What the fuck did he say?
So how I know you're not Chivato too, Tony? Hey, Frost. Let's get this straight now. I never anybody over in my life who didn't have a code. You got that? All I have in this world is my thoughts and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand? That piece of stuff there, I never liked him. I never trusted him. For all I know, he had me set up and had my friend Angel Fernandez killed. But that's it. I hear he's not. You want to go on with me? You say it. You don't? Then you make a move. I think you speak from the heart, Montana. But I say to myself, is Lopez your boss? He had Chivatos like that working for him. His judgment stinks. So I think to myself, how many other mistakes has this Lopez guy made? How can I trust this organization? You tell me, Tony. Mighty smart. Go. Can't blame him for that honesty. That's a crazy business. And that's what happened to him. Why don't I go back and talk to him? And we're gonna... I fix things. Got my word on it. We can work this thing out. We do business together a long time. Just remember, I'll be there at one time. Don't you ever try to make me.
I remember I was up till like 4 in the morning one day watching this shit as a kid.
So I talked to my doctor about you. I learned from your study that you still have symptoms of Crohn's.
You go ahead and keep trying to test people and shit. I promise you, you gonna break that shit. I don't care if I gotta shove this fucking food in your ass every day. Yeah, that's right. Lay down and don't fucking again. As a matter of fact, don't make me turn the kettle back upside down, because I'm gonna be like that for the next 2 days. Play with me if you want to. You got one more time to not follow a command, and that kettle is upside down. down for the remainder of the time you in there. You won't get no potty breaks, you won't get food, you won't get nothing. Cadley. Now lay all the way down now.
Like, forget her food, she wants yours.
I was just upset because I was like,
She wanted some Olive Garden so bad, and I'm like, well, I was thinking after I, you know, I ordered your rice last night, and I said I ordered a kid, you know, and then she would eat that. And I was eating Olive Garden, she talking about she wanted Olive Garden. That's why I got it.
Got something, then came back and sat here and ate something. I'm just chill, probably gonna eat it all.
I love it. Because you told me to watch it.
Yeah.
Oatmeal with bacon.
I farted it too.
I am streaming, so I'm about to go back and finish streaming. If the streets aren't looking all that great, or I'm not feeling all that great by the time 1 o'clock or whatnot, by the time 1 o'clock or whatever hits or whatever, and I'm still having this on and off, well, I've been having on and off crisis pain for the last week. And then looking out there and seeing that stuff and just thinking working until nighttime and then having to come drive home in it at nighttime. I'm not really looking forward to doing that, and the only reason why I will be is just so I can have a decent paycheck. But even then, it's like, man, it's not fucking worth it. Right, it's not even fucking worth it, so I might as well kick my feet up and fuck who got something to say about it. I don't care if you are working by yourself. Yeah, lay down. All the way down.
You guys, this is for all you guys. If you guys don't wear this coat, you guys will get frostbite. And that's... You don't wear socks or gloves.
And every time I work with the bitch, she always trying to find something to nitpick with me about. I ain't got no way to get up there and start with that bitch either. You need to wear your shirt, or where's your name tag at? Motherfucker, last time I checked, you walked around here with no uniform on, and you want to get on me about a name tag and shit because I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm cold? You got me fucked up.
And water. You have to wear
What are you playing for? I'm not in the playing mood with you. Yeah, I look over and she's making her teeth show on the candle, trying to stare at me and shit. What? Look at her. Look at her.
Lay your ass down.
Are you here listening?
Yeah, she said I need to wear hoodies and jackets.
No, not hoodies. I'm saying you do not have to wear a hoodie. You can just get frostbite.
I hear you, Kaylee. Okay.
back to get joking. It's furniture, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You are okay. Here, go get somebody treat you. Nobody got to touch your stuff. You don't leave that other cup in there, though. You hear me? Kelly?
Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Okay, guys, I'm back. I apologize about that. Be quiet, lady. Okay, I think this is a good point to save. And let's do this mission with Priscilla. And then go ahead and end it.
Trent, maybe you could, take it off. Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
I'm knackered.
Okay, I'm at this play to do with Priscilla. I just want to look this over real quick. So after that's finished, eradication, Yemeric the spy. Dijkstra isn't pleased that you massacred Minga and didn't return with a carload of valuables, but you do have the key to the vault and hand it over. Dijkstra tells you never to lie to him again, but there's the letter from the spy calling himself Yarmrlak. It details how to arrange a meeting. Dijkstra tells you the spy usually shows up in a ruined house in Far Corners. And around midnight, how does Dijkstra know this? He's a former spy himself. You part ways and head off to attempt a rendezvous with this Yarmrlak. Head to the Eternal Fire Shrine directly east of the Higher Square signpost to the eastern part of town. Use your Witcher senses to uncover the lockbox in the southeast pillar. Interact with it to place the Holy Tome and signal for the spy to show up. Be at the arranged meeting place at midnight. Find a good place to hide and wait for the spy. What is this? Now head southward, passing the Glory Gate and out of the walled part of Novigrad to the non-human shanty town of Far Corners. Locate the empty house after meditating until around midnight. Enter, then step behind the door and start hiding. You're surprised as Triss arrives, explaining she learned of the place from Dijkstra.
and wanted to see this through to the bitter end. When a spy appears at the house, he's not eager to talk. However, with some convincing from Triss and her magic torture tricks, he becomes more talkative. You can choose to let her continue using her magic on the spy, or ask her to stop. Either way, the spy will talk. He reveals that Dandelion is in the dungeon on Tip of Owl, awaiting his execution. Both you and Triss know that this spy can't be released after your conversation. You can choose, however, if Triss should wipe his memory or kill him. You then decide that your Doppler friend Dudu might be able to help by impersonating a recently killed Manga to arrange Dandelion's escape. See, so I did the whole mission wrong. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we're going to reload this and start from the beginning and everything. That's what I intend on doing. Damn it. I'm going to end the stream for a second, guys, but I really want to do that mission. So with that being said, damn it, and I saved over it. Well, let me try doing this. Load game. Let me see. Count Reuben's treasure. Let's load here. Dang, because I want to do this mission correctly, so that way I'm on good terms with Dijkstra. And this right here, guys, is an example of how in an RPG game, if you do not save constantly or pay attention or make a proper decisions, that things can, you know, go down a completely different path if you do not, you know, choose carefully.
In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, will be
I feel like such an idiot right now.
Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
I really need to learn how to crop and edit videos. Once I do that, I will go back through and edit more of my videos and, you know, figure out how to do it.
Just look at the freak.
Okay. I'm going to end the stream here, and after ending the stream, we'll start it back up.